Peace unto you, beloved. I hope all is well. I wanted to come on and say Happy New Year's to you. I hope that you ushered into this new year with peace, greatness, and all that you have to offer. I know that I'm looking quite rough today, but don't judge me. But I wanted to come on and do a quick video because I know that I have not uploaded a video in quite a while. And that's because I wanted to spend the holidays with my children with no added attachment or anything like that. I just wanted to chill with them before they went back to school. So we did a lot of spending time together. And although that would have been the greatest time to put my camera on and vlog, I just kind of wanted to just soak up having them by themselves. So I didn't. But I wanted to do this video really quick to kind of show you some of the things that they got for Christmas that was a plus, and some, well, very few items that did not go over so well or was not good items to purchase. Either way, if you are new to this channel or you're just now finding me, please click subscribe. We are trying to grow our little YouTube family, and we would greatly appreciate it if you would help us grow by clicking that subscribe button. So let me hurry up and get started, okay? Because I don't want this video to be long. So one of the things that we purchased for our children that of course went over very well, we got a lot of teenagers. So I knew when I got it that it was going to go over well. Okay. But we had purchased them a PS5. Now, all of you know the PS5 was really hard to get. And for me, when I found it, I went and picked it up that day. Like, I was not playing with the game. I was like, oh, okay. And I went and got it. Now, I had to hide it from both my husband and my kids because he enjoys playing it too when he's not working. And so it was one of those situations to where I had to hide it, but I also had to pray to the gods that he did not purchase one, because there was a lot of different opportunities that came up that he could have purchased one. He was on the waiting list to get one or in the queue to get one, and he would go to the store, and for whatever reason, they would not have the system that they said that they had online. And I think there was a lot of mess behind that, because there were a lot of people who were saying that employees was taking them and whatever, so have you. Ain't my business, but I know that it was very hard to get my hands on one. But when I got one, I was very elated to have one. Now, the place is one controller already, but I went out and bought four. There's one that's not down here, but I went out and bought three additional ones so that we can have a total of. Listen, these controllers was not cheap. Okay, these controllers were, I think, $70, and that was real edgy, because I'm like, why is this controller this much money? But I'll show you the PS4 controllers. As you can see, each person had a controller. So it was one of those situations to where I knew having one or two controllers wouldn't have sufficed in my house. So I went and got more controllers. But that went over very well, of course. The second thing that went over very well for Christmas was I went out, I purchased the VR, the Oculus. I think it's by Facebook. Now Facebook is known as Meta. But at first I had some reserve, was talking about personal and private stuff being sacrificed, putting your business out there, Facebook, being in your business and all of this other stuff. But at the end of the day, after I did my research, and my husband is into computers, there's nothing that, there was no setting. There was settings and stuff that we can do that was protecting me and my family's privacy. So I was okay with purchasing a Meta. We do like it. It's the Oculus 2 or Meta 2, whatever they going under now. I enjoy playing it. I actually downloaded some games for myself, as well as downloading some games for the kids. So I really do like it. I enjoy it. I enjoy playing it too. So one of the things that I purchased for the baby, this ride on toy right here. And excuse that, that's my son eating in here. Was this ride on toy right here. And it's not a it's not a power wheel. I did get this from Burlington's, but it is, she presses that pedal right there and it goes. And I love it. It's battery operated. I'm not a big fan of Disney at all, but and I'm a big fan of Disney because I'm not a big fan of licensed characters all the way. And even when I was little, I just wasn't on the Mickey and Minnie train. So at first I was like, I don't want to get it because it's, the Disney characters, but I ended up getting it because it was only like $25. And I knew that she would like it. It wasn't so expensive as Power Wheels typically are. So I didn't have a lot of reserve on getting it. The next thing that really went over well is clothes, shoes, and stuff like that my kids needed. I have about 3 teenagers, and they really needed clothes, shoes. We bought them headphones, stuff like that we knew that they really needed. Because a lot of times on Christmas we try to focus on the needs. We do get them things that they want, but we try to focus on needs. So all of my children needed clothes and shoes. So clothes, shoes, we got my son like a customized hat, things of those sorts. We didn't have a problem getting those because we knew that those was needed. But those went over very well because for whatever reason, I thought I was old here, but my kids love the styles that I choose for them. So shopping for them was fun for me, but I really got a thrill out of seeing that they really enjoyed what we purchased them. And I'm going to say what I purchased them because even though my husband was giving out the money, he gave me some freedom in purchasing what I thought the kids would like and what would look good on them. The next thing that really flew over well for my older kids, but while I'm on the way to the garage, I have 2 young adults, and my one young adult is currently visiting up in PA. So he didn't receive his Christmas gifts yet. But my oldest daughter, we got her a designer purse. We got her a Pandora bracelet and charm, and she really did enjoy it. So that went over well with her. We got this for my son. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. He has not rode it yet. It's called a GoTrax, and it's a electric scooter. He has not gotten on it yet because he's going to need an adult to help him ride this because this is not like, he has a 3-wheel scooter. This is nowhere like that 3-wheel scooter, so he's going to need assistance because he's only 5. But I did like it when I purchased it. I watched a lot of videos on it, so I was excited to get that for him, and he was excited when he opened it. And then we bought my youngest daughter this bike, excuse all the junk in the back, because my second to the youngest daughter, she's 12, she didn't have a bike. She was actually sharing a bike with my 15-year-old. And we wanted to change that. So we went out and got her a bike. But we also took the opportunity to fix my 15-year-old's bike because that was broke. So we took her bike to the bike shop, and then we bought my 12-year-old her own bike. So that was greatly appreciated because on Christmas, she was out riding that daggone bike. On Christmas Day, homegirl took to the streets riding that bike. We had got my son a pair of skates. I'm not going to say it did not go over well, but he's 5, and he was so overwhelmed with a lot of the gifts that we purchased him that I don't think he the skates. But I like them. They're a 2-in-1 combo. We go to the skating rink, so I'm excited to take him to the skating rink or even just take him outside to utilize those skates. Excuse all this junk right here. But these were one of the things that we bought my second to the youngest daughter, and she loves these. So yeah. My mom got my daughter a tablet. Now my son has this tablet, and these are like Amazon tablets. So my son, this is my 5-year-old's tablet, and this is the 1-year-old's tablet. And a lot of people are against media and little small kids. But for me, baby, when I am at the store, on a plane, going to go visit family and friends, there ain't nothing greater than having something that can help occupy your child's time. So those tablets come in handy for me. I put on Elmo for my youngest. My son plays some learning games. We have some African stories that we play for them, African music we play for them on the tablets. So I thoroughly enjoy the tablets. You just have to monitor what you're putting on your children's tablets. And we have monitoring software, and plus we check what our children is on. So I don't mind the tablets. Okay. Now, something that went over well for me was my family got together and they bought me something for years. They purchased me a bump box. Now, this is a bump box ultra, but they got me a bigger one in my room. And I'm sorry, y'all, I don't feel like walking the steps right now, but I will review them. I will do a video reviewing the bump box in comparison to my other speakers. So I really do love the bump box. I have been researching the bump box since it first hit Facebook back in like maybe 2010. And I really do like the bump box. That was one of my favorite gifts that I have received because I got two of them. So I was really excited about that gift. My mom also purchased me. She knows that I'm a fan of Ring products. Again, this is not a sponsored video, y'all, so don't. She knows that I'm a fan of Ring products and Amazon products. So she bought me a Ring camera, and she bought me the Echo Auto, and then she also bought me another. We had an Echo that she had purchased us last year for Christmas, but she bought me another one so that we can do video relay. My children have the Echo Dots in their, and so once they're all set up together, we'll be able to do intercom relay, and I like that. So I was excited to get those. Very excited to get those. And yeah. This is another guy that I like. It went over well. She likes to play with it. When I was little, these used to be in the doctor's office. And so when I had children of my own, I was very excited to get these for them. And I have bought one for every child. Now, my Irish twin, 15 and 16-year-old, because they were so close together, they shared the same one. But all of my other children, I've always bought those cubes for my kids. And so those went over well. Now, the things that did not go over very well, or very few and in between. But number one, we had bought my daughter a pair of shell toes because she asked what she asked for. And I wasn't under the understanding that, because I have a pair of shell toes myself, but I wear a very big shoe size. So I did not understand that shell toes ran very big. So first of all, I had the wrong shoe size for her. So for Christmas, she opened up the box and they were way too big. We took them back. We got them at her size, brought them home. She put them on. They were still too big. So it took for me to ask, someone, and they was like, oh, shell toes run big. So we had to actually size down for her, half a size. But now she's enjoying them. But one thing y'all need to know about me, I'm not a fan of taking stuff back. So I was very agitated, very agitated with that. The next thing is this. This is called a Tobii. And it's like a little YouTube or video set. It comes with its own green screen. Now, while it is plugged in, it charges and it comes on. When you unplug it, it comes off, even at being charged for like 5 or 6 hours. So this is going back. I was very disappointed in it because this is one of the toys I had very high hopes for my son because, baby, he's 5 and he think he's on YouTube. Okay, but I was very disappointed that it did not work properly. The next thing that I will be writing this particular company, I do not believe that I can take it back, but this company will hear from me. We had got these Stretch Heroes, and they're made by a company I think called Jinsu or Jint something. And as you can see, the color is peeling off. And if you can, you probably can't see it real good, but there's some green, this green stuff. This is a liquid that is spilling out, and I don't want to press it because it's squirting out everywhere. And we bought him like 4, and 2 of them is already destroyed. The paint is coming off of him. That was the only one that busted open, but he has another one that all the paint is coming off. And so my thing is, how you got a toy, how are you selling a toy for a 5-year-old that the color peels off and there's some toxic crap on the inside of there that sprays out? Now, thank God that my son is not the type that put a lot of stuff in his mouth, but he could have drunk what was in there, and any other person's 5-year-old child can drink what comes out of there. And so therefore the company needs to know that they're selling defective products, and I'm going to be the one to tell them. So I am in the process of writing them a nice little email. So like I said, there were very few toys or very few items that did not go over well, but everything else my kids thoroughly enjoyed and liked. There was so much more stuff that we bought them, like clothes, shoes, and all the stuff like that I can't really video because they're already hung up in their closets and all that other stuff. And there's a lot of toys that my mom purchased and that I purchased for the kids that I would love to review. This video will take all day if I try to do so. But I just wanted to come in and share some things that went over well and to say, hey, y'all. And I will definitely hit y'all up and talk to y'all in the next video. In the meantime and in between time, peace, light, and blessings. Peace, y'all.